Now we are doing some theorems on circles for standard 10. This is the tangent property of tangent and secant property of a circle. Let us see what does it say. It says if a chord and tangent, there is a chord AB and there is a tangent at point T. If a chord and tangent is intersect externally, meet externally, then the product of the lengths of the segment of the chord is equal to the square of the length of the tangent from the point of contact to the point of intersection. Please see it here in this figure. I have a chord. I have extended a chord to point P. From P, suppose a tangent PT is drawn. Then what it says that the length of the segment of the chord, length of the segment of this chord AB will be PA and PB. PA into PB. The length of the segment of this chord AB from point P will be PA and PB. PA into PB will be equal to PT square. The square of the tangent drawn from point P. The square of the tangent drawn from point P. What we need to prove is PA into PB is equal to PT square. That is what we had written and required to prove. It is chord AB is given and a tangent at T meets the chord AB extended produced at point P. We have to prove PA into PB is equal to PT square. The construction is very simple. We are joining A to T and T to B. We join A to T and T to B or B to T. Now we have two triangles. One is triangle ATP and one is triangle BTP. You can see in the figure we have two triangles. One is triangle ATP, one is triangle BTP, and we will prove these two triangles to be similar. Number one, in these two triangles, one angle is common, angle APT. Angle APT is equal to angle BPT, which is a common angle. Let me say this to be, suppose, Y angle, which is common in both the triangle. Angle Y is common in both the triangles, and angle between tangent and a chord. Angle between tangent and chord. PT is tangent and TB is a chord. So angle between tangent and chord, suppose this is angle X, it will be equal to angle X. Angle in the alternate segment. Angle, we have read this theorem, angle between tangent and a chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. Angle between tangent and a chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So TAP is equal to BTP, that is X, and third angle ATP will be equal to TBP. Third angle of the bigger triangle is ATP and the third angle of the smaller triangle is TBP. When all the three angles of one triangle are equal to all the three angles of the other triangle, two triangles are similar or equiangular. Equiangular triangles are always similar triangle. All the three angles of one triangle, which is that one triangle? ATP. And what is the other triangle? TBP. Both these triangles, one is the bigger triangle and one I am shading here, this smaller triangle. So the bigger triangle and the smaller triangle are similar to each other because they are equiangular. All the three angles of one triangle are equal to all the three angles of the other triangle. And when triangles are similar, the ratio of the corresponding sides are always in proportion. For example, AT upon PT. Again, we remove the middle alphabet from the angle and we get the corresponding side. AT upon BT is equal to TP upon BP is equal to AP upon TP. And when we cross multiply, because there is no ET and BT in our question is PA into PB is equal to PT square. So we will pick up only this ratio, these two ratios, And we see TP is here, TP is there. TP and PT is one and the same thing. So PT square and PA into PB. PA or AP into PB is equal to PT square. We get this theorem. Now we have problem based on circles. Now just see question number 1. In question number 1, a circle is given and two chords are intersecting internally. Two chords AB and CD are intersecting internally at point P. We have done a theorem in which it says that two chords of a circle intersect internally, like in question number 1, or intersect externally, like in question number 3. Then what happens is length of the product of the segment of the chord are equal. That means PA into PB will be equal to PC into PD. We proved the theorem by proving the triangles to be similar. Now what he has given is that he says PA is equal to 4 centimeter, PB is 6, PA is 4, PB is 6. PC is 5 centimeter and PD is X centimeter. We have to find X. What we are going to write, we know PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. The lengths of the chord of the segment, if they are intersecting internally, the product of the length of the segment of the chords are going to be equal. Now we know what is PA. PA is 4 centimeter. PB is 6 centimeter is equal to PC is 5 into X. We have to calculate the value of X, so it will be very simple. 4 into 6 upon 5 is equal to X, which is 24 upon 5. If you divide it by 5 4s are 20, 5 8s are 44.8 centimeter. We get the value of X. What is X? PD. The length of the PD is 4.8 centimeter. If you multiply 4 6 are 24 and 5 into 4.8 will give you the same value. What is the PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. The same thing is here. Two chords AB and CD are intersecting internally at point P. They are intersecting internally at point P. So the length of the product of the length of the segments will be equal. That is PA into PB will be equal to PC into PD. We are going to set PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. This will apply. Let us see what is given. PA is given equal to 12 centimeter and 2PB is how much? 12 centimeter. So PB will be how much? PB will be 6 centimeter. Because 2PB is 12, so PB will be half of it will be 6. PA is 12, PB is 6, and PC and PD both are X. PC is X as well as PD is X. So X into X. So X square is equal to 12 into 6. 12 I can write as 6 into 2 into 6. Why I have done so? Because when I'll take the square root, 6 and 6 is there. So out of that pair I'll be able to take out 6. So X will be 6 under root 2 centimeter. You can leave X as 6 under root 2 centimeter. This is the problem when the two chords are intersecting internally. Now in the third question I have two chords AB and CD are intersecting externally. They are intersecting each other externally, like PA. Again the process will remain the same. The length of the product of the segments will be equal. Segment of the chord. PA into PB will be PC into PD. PA into PB will be equal to PC into PD. We have done these theorems. You can go behind and see my earlier videos and you will find this theorem there. Now let us see what is given. He has given you AB as 10. AB as 10. He has given you AB as 10 centimeter. The length AB is given 10 centimeter and PB is given 6 centimeter. And he is given CD as X centimeter and he is given as PD as 4 centimeter. So how much will be PA? PA will be 10 plus 6, that is 16. And PB is what? 6. PC will be X plus 4. PC will be X plus 4 because this is X, this is 4. So X plus 4. And what is the length of the PD? Is 4. So 16 into 6 upon 4 I can bring 4 4s are 16 is equal to X plus 4, or it will be how much? 4 4s are 4 6 are 24. 24. So X will be how much? 24 minus 4, that is 20 centimeter. It is the direct application of the theorems that if two chords of a circle intersect internally or externally, in the first two problems I have the two chords intersecting internally, in the third problem I have the chords intersecting externally, then the length of the product of the segment of the chord, length of the product of segment of the chord will be equal. That is PA into PB. This is the chord AB, and since they are intersecting at P, so the length of the segment of the chord will be PA and PB. Of this chord it will be PC into PD. They will be equal. So PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. The same will be followed here. Same will be followed here. Okay, the next problem on circles is AB is diameter as shown in the figure. O is the center of the circle. So a chord passing through center is diameter such that angle BAC is given to be 30 degree. This angle is given to be 30 degree. The tangent at C intersects AB produced at D. We have to prove that BC is equal to BD. We have to prove that BC is equal to BD. Please notice that here a tangent is there and a chord is there. The angle between tangent and a chord is always equal to the angle in the alternate segment. If you look at this figure here, CD is the tangent, CD is the tangent, and CB is the chord. So the angle between the tangent and the chord, this is the angle between the tangent and the chord, should be equal to the angle in the alternate segment, this 30. It should be equal to 30. So this angle BCD should be 30. This should be 30 degree. So that is what we have to write in the first thing. That angle BCD will be equal to angle CAD is equal to 30 degree. Angle in the alternate segment, the property of alternate segment. I write the part of it. Alternate segment means the angle between tangent and a chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So this angle is 30, so that angle will be 30. Now he has given you AB as diameter. When he has given you AB as a diameter, that means he wants to use the property of a diameter. And what is the property of the diameter? Diameter divides a circle into two equal halves, and each half is called a semicircle. An angle in a semicircle is always a right angle. Angle in a semicircle is always a right angle. So this angle will be 90 degree. This angle will be 90 degree. We will write angle ACB will be 90 degree. The reason is angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle is right angle. Angle in a semicircle is right angle. This is 90 degree. Now from this I can calculate this angle. Angle CBA. Angle CBA will be equal to 180 minus 90 plus 30. That will come out to be 60 degree. Sum of the angles of the triangle is always equal to 180 degree. Now this came out to be 60 degree. you can calculate this to be 30 degree as well. Why? The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angle. This is 60, this is 30, it has to be 30. 30 plus 30 should be equal to 60. Angle CDB will be 60 minus 30, that is equal to 30. Exterior angle of a triangle. Exterior angle of a triangle. Now just notice in the triangle CBD. In triangle CBD, I have angle BCD is equal to angle BDC is equal to 30 degree. And if two angles of a triangle are equal, then the sides opposite to them will be equal. That will imply that BC is equal to BD. BC is equal to BD. If the two angles of a triangle are equal, then the sides opposite to them are equal. Or if the two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to them are equal. So BC is equal to BD is the thing which we had to prove. In this figure, we have PT is a tangent at R. PT is a tangent to the circle at point R. And this PQOS, actually SQ is a diameter which is produced to meet this tangent at point P. He has given the angle QPR to be X and QRP to be Y. He wants to find the relationship between X and Y. He says you have to show that X plus 2Y is equal to 90 degree. Here again we will use the property of the alternate segment. The angle between the tangent and the chord, like this PRT is a tangent and QR is a chord. So this is the angle between the chord and the tangent. Angle between the tangent and chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So this will be the angle in the alternate segment. This is Y, this is going to be Y. We will say angle QSR is equal to angle QRP is equal to Y. Angle in the alternate segment. Angle in the alternate segment. Alternate segment. Angle between the tangent and the chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. And QS is the diameter, so this angle will be 90 degree. Angle QRS will be 90 degree. QS is diameter. Is a diameter. QS is a diameter. And this angle will be, what will this be? X plus Y. Why will it be X plus Y? Again, this angle is X, this angle is Y. This will become the exterior angle of a triangle. Angle SQR will be X plus Y, exterior angle of a triangle. Exterior angle of a triangle PQR. Exterior angle of the triangle PQR. And if this is X plus Y, this angle will be X plus Y. Because angle between a tangent and a chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So we will say angle SRT will be equal to angle RQS will be equal to X plus Y. Angle in the alternate segment. In the alternate segment. Angle in the alternate segment. Now if you see the line PRT, which is a straight line, so you will see angle Y plus 90 plus X plus Y should be equal to 180 degree, because PRT is a straight line. PRT is a straight line. Now just solve this. Y plus Y is 2Y, X plus 2Y, and 180 minus 90. So X plus 2Y is equal to 90, and that is what we had to prove. That is what we had to prove. Thank you.